This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. We're here at the final press conference for the Field Fight Night. Delighted to be joined once again with Kieran Molloy. Kieran, obviously, I guess it's not new ground. Obviously, you've obviously had a fight cancelled in America previously. You're supposed to be fighting obviously mixed card in May, and obviously the opponent decided he probably wanted to fight at heavyweight. Obviously, come on well over. But I guess as obviously the pro that you are, you've kept working hard. You've obviously been back in Loughborough training away, and you've been added onto the card at late notice. I'm guessing you're obviously going to be very fired up come Friday night to show people what they've been missing over the last few months.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I just want to stay busy now. After the disappointment of Belfast last time, just said I'm going to get right back into swinging things. Went straight back into the gym pretty much, and we're just looking to get out as often as possible now and start off, get the ball rolling again come Friday night.
Obviously fighting in Falls Park as well. Obviously Mick's fought on it a couple of times. Obviously I just speaking with Conor Quinn there as well, and he's obviously excited fighting outdoors, obviously fighting in a park. Something strange that sort of maybe never thought might happen, fighting outdoors. You've obviously had your homecoming in Galway, but I guess these are other wee boxes to tick off. I've fought outdoors, I've fought in Galway. Your ideal ones obviously to get out in America and things like that, but I'm guessing it'll be a nice one for you on Friday night to fight outdoors in Belfast.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be nice and cool outside anyways. But I was at Michael's fight when he fought against TJ Doheny. I thought the atmosphere, everything was just class. Great night for everybody. Everybody really enjoyed it. I thought back then it'd be class to fight on the next Fela card. So look, I've got that opportunity now, so I'm going to grab it with both hands and hopefully look good doing it.
And it looks like, obviously, I know it's not officially locked in as yet, but it looks like you obviously may be fighting Sam O'Mason on Friday night. I guess that probably shows the intent of sort of moving to the next level. Obviously, Sam O'Mason fought Paddy Doherty, obviously, in the 3 Arena in May. Is that sort of showing the intent now that you sort of want to push on? You obviously want to get yourself ready for titles, so Sam O'Mason will give you different challenges in different ways maybe on Friday night?
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're ready for big step-ups now. Like I said, each fight I want to step up. I'm ready to take on better opposition. Guys are coming to fight, guys are coming to win. That's where you're going to see the best out of me. I'm looking forward to challenges ahead.
And obviously, I know the last time we spoke, you'd obviously had your homecoming in Galway. It looks like maybe there's a potential, obviously, another Galway card towards the end of the year. I guess for you just have to keep focused and switched on what's current present, but obviously be another ideal moment to get back in Galway towards the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's one fight at a time. I'm hoping to have an active couple months now. Probably get out to America as well, sort of October time it looks. So look, it'd be fantastic to bring a fight back to Galway and hopefully fight for my first title in Galway as well.
That's what I was just going to sort of touch on, and obviously getting the title around your waist. That's when you sort of realise, obviously, you're then a pro. Obviously, you've landed your first, obviously, piece of silverware as a pro. Is that obviously the dream now? The next step, obviously, get past Friday and then potentially look at maybe a Celtic, an Irish, or even obviously one of the European straps?
Yeah, definitely. Look, everybody back home in Galway wants to see me lift the belt in my home city. Brings that extra bit of excitement to the homecoming. So look, that's what I want to do. Just put on a great show for everybody who's supported me since day one and lift my first belt back home.
Obviously, I just want to finally obviously touch on obviously the negative aspect you obviously have with fights falling through. Obviously, people come and support you and everything else. I guess that's boxing sometimes, isn't it? That fights can fall through at the last moment. Does that help you sort of prepare for the next level better, knowing that obviously you've come through the setbacks? The reason I sort of asked is Paddy, obviously at the start of his career, obviously it's setback after setback, and now look where he's at. He's obviously headlining, he's won the ABO belt. Do you look at these negative moments that sort of happened to build yourself up stronger so that when you get into these big tougher tests, you'll be obviously ready to steam straight through them?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose with all the negatives, you just got to turn it into a positive in training. Keep your head down, keep working hard, getting great sparring and great training in all the time. Always trying to better myself. Look, stuff like this in sports happens a lot, but I believe in the bigger picture anyways and where I'm going to go, and that's to the top. So these are just small bumps along the road.
Just obviously want to finally touch on obviously a big fight. Obviously it was in your weight division last week, obviously Spence Crawford. Did you get to watch it? Obviously I know when you're so close to fight week and things sometimes you have to switch off from it, but have you got to watch the fight back?
Well, I turned off my Wi-Fi and everything so I could watch it the next morning, but I didn't know the result until I watched it. Crawford was top class. I expected him to win, but I just didn't think he'd make it look that easy. And fair play to Spence, he showed great heart as well. But I think Crawford for me is pound for pound.
It definitely is. I definitely agree. Crawford pound for pound, like obviously his resume, I guess obviously from the days of when he went to Scotland, obviously beat Ricky Burns for his first world title. They now look where he's at, 2-weight undisputed. Looks like obviously they might have a rematch now at 154. But does that sort of home back on the fact that Crawford's such an iconic boxer that even still you look up to people like that and going, like the basics he was doing with the jab, I thought was incredible. Does it sort of home back to you to go, let's stick to the basic, let's stick to what we're good at, and we can obviously, do damage? And I know Spence was obviously made to look like an amateur on the night. That's what you ideally want, isn't it? You want to make null out anybody else's strengths so that they become their weaknesses. And I say Crawford probably couldn't have dreamt for an easier sort of fight in some ways.
No, it's just if you look at all the elite world champions, they're very good at the basics. They're elite at the basics. Good jab, good balance, good feints, and good at upping the tempo when it's needed. Nobody overcomplicates anything. They're just very good at what they do. You can learn so much from watching these guys as well, and even implement it in your training as well. Some things might work for you, some things might not feel comfortable, but it's all about just trying things out.
Definitely. Well, listen, obviously, thanks as always for your time. Obviously, enjoy Friday night. We definitely need to get this pizza this week. You knew it wasn't going to, we weren't going to get through the whole interview, but we definitely have to get a pizza sorted on Friday. There's a good guy here, Boss Man, obviously does pizzas, so we'll have to see if he can throw us down a pizza to Falls Park.
Definitely. Dude, sort that out, Boss Man.
Definitely. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Kieran.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.